It's start from the very start of when I first experienced Hugo, and I was about 21. I was living on my mate's sofa, and I was missing home quite a little bit. But I'd left at 18, and I was kind of not really looking back, to be honest. And I remember reading Toilers of the Sea. It was the first book I'd ever read of Victor Hugo, and it was kind of like, it completely changed my relationship with this landscape and this island. I'd kind of left trying to find some romance or something like that somewhere else in another place. And when I read that book, I realised that actually, you know, the place that I'd grown up had it all. And it kind of took that first book to really reveal that to me, the side of the island. And since then, yeah, the way that I look at this place is completely different. And then as an artist, that works into every part of your creative process, really. So he's been a massive influence. I mean, not so much directly his style, but in terms of translating that into music, it was the inspiration of your surroundings. If the local community wants any sort of output artistically from this island, it has to start at the very start, young people having spaces that they can come together to be able to express themselves freely, away from austere environments like, you know, that schools can be at times. We're limited here with spaces that people can express themselves, and the art is front and center. So for me personally, it's words. You know, it's when you're a songwriter, words mean a lot. The melodies can cut through a couple of pints of Guinness, but like sometimes the words don't, you know. So you need, you know, an audience that are there to experience the art front and center is really important. And I think that the Victor Hugo Centre could be a wonderful place to kind of focus that and give the creative people on this island, of which there's many, a place to really put their art up front. I think the label of the Victor Hugo Centre, or whatever it may be, on the tour itinerary of any travelling artist that might fancy coming over, from my experience, when you look at that itinerary and you see the names of the venues that you're playing, it means a lot. And you can tell when maybe you might not be in for a great night because it's a village hall or something like that, you know. A little parish village hall. But if it's the Victor Hugo, if it's got that label on it, I guarantee you that creative people all around the world, to be honest, will be drawn to that, especially because this is his place of where he wrote his masterpieces. So I think that in terms of bringing people over, that name will mean a lot, bring a lot into the island. And it will be wonderful as well for the local artists to be able to perform somewhere like that, where other artists look forward to coming. And so I think it's an open goal, really, for us to have this island attached to this writer and to not celebrate him more and to put his name into some concrete mortar and bricks and really kind of draw people in through that. So it would be great for artists, musicians, poets, writers, I think, and, you know, and everybody's pockets, because it would bring in some money. So.